Today marks the 50th anniversary of a violent milestone in the struggle for civil rights, a near-fatal assault that put Anniston, Alabama on the map. And that's tonight's Weekend Journal, the legacy of a mob attack on a group of college students known as the Freedom Riders.
I will never forget Anniston.
Anniston, Alabama, the place where Hank Thomas nearly died. In 1961, Thomas was a 19-year-old Freedom Rider, one of 7 blacks and 6 whites who boarded buses bound for the South to protest segregated interstate travel. Were you frightened?
I'm 19 years old. You don't know enough to be afraid.
But that changed on May 14th. When the riders arrived in Anniston, they were met by a brutal mob which shattered windows, punctured the tires of the bus, and set it on fire.
They held the door, and I remember them saying, let's burn them alive.
Trapped, Thomas says he sought the easiest way to die.
I thought that if I breathed in the smoke, then I would simply go to sleep, and that's the way I was going to die.
But he got lucky. A fuel tank explosion scattered the crowd, allowing the riders to escape the flames.
It was like a scene from hell. It was the worst suffering I'd ever heard.
A new PBS documentary details that horrific day and the one glimmer of hope, a young white girl who waded through the angry crowd with water for the suffocating riders.
And as soon as I thought she was going to be okay, I got up and picked up somebody else.
Her name was Janie. I will never forget her.
But for 50 years, Anniston ignored that infamous day.
Bring back memories, though.
Herbert Palmore was 14 the day the bus burned. Now a city councilman, he believes it's time for the city to come to terms with its past.
We still have resentment in Anniston. So that's something we have to put it to rest.
A group called the Spirit of Anniston is trying to start the discussion. They've created Freedom Ride murals and organized a photo exhibit. Muralist Joseph Geary hopes the effort helps Anniston heal.
Anniston has this bad reputation, and I think doing this was part of moving beyond it.
So this is a wonderful thing.
Hank Thomas returned to Anniston this week with a group of college students reenacting the rides and found a different greeting.
I'm so sorry.
A special moment, Thomas says, not just for Anniston's progress, but for the nation as well. What do you think about this country in 2011?
Mine is the American story, the good, the bad, but I wouldn't take nothing for the journey. America is a great country now.
During the return trip to Anniston, Hank Thomas met the son of one of the Klansmen who burned the bus. The son apologized and invited him to dinner.